then testing will be in the different type of the process, then we will deliver in the client's desk, right? So this
Yeah.
is related to the process. Every
Mm-hmm.
company is using different type of the process. Motorola is using different, Sony is using different, Nokia is using different, so Google is using different. So quality assurance is related to process, and
Mm-hmm.
quality control is specific for the testing, that how we are controlling our quality of our project or
Mm-hmm.
product. So project
Okay.
and product also two are the different words. Right now I think project and product both are similar for you, right? So
Mm-hmm.
so project and product are different. Project are related to a specific software which is implemented for a particular person.
Mm-hmm.
Suppose you are a merchant, you are just running a shop, and you are going there and asking to a company that I want to a software where I can register oil shop, oil shop, and your slippers and clothes and everything on this particular. So it's a specific for a XYZ person, right? This is project. But
Mm-hmm.
Microsoft Visual Studio, Microsoft Word, Excel, or any type of you are using Microsoft Word, right? So
Mm-hmm.
Skype or Microsoft Excel, PPT, so all these type of the product. This is a generic thing.
Mm-hmm.
Microsoft created any product and spread on the cloud. Everyone in the world, they are using that particular. That is a product,
Mm-hmm.
right? So this is the
Mm-hmm.
difference between project and product. So
Okay.
quality control is to control the validation and verification. Two are major words in the IT industry for the quality purpose. Verification and validation both comes
Mm-hmm.
under quality control, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So next part is cost of quality, that what exactly you will do. Cost of quality mean to say, if you will not take care of the quality, then what you have to pay. Suppose there are two persons, XYZ and PQR, Nokia or Motorola, right? both
Mm-hmm.
are both are developing or generating any type of a cell phone with a same software, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what exactly, why you easily identify on the road that every car has four wheels, one steering, right,
Mm-hmm.
one windshield, and one two wipers, but they are different. Even though they have same prices, but you
Mm-hmm.
will choose a specific thing,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Even though Samsung is providing 1 lakh rupees, Indian rupees, one mobile, and 1 lakh rupees for the iPhone side, still iPhone is better. What is the difference between the iPhone and Samsung? So
Mm-hmm.
try to understand the core thing. The revenue
Mm-hmm.
point of view in the industry, both are different only with quality.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Everybody is working everything, right? Car is creating by Tata, car is creating by Jaguar, car is creating by a different Chevrolet, Mitsubishi, or any type of Maruti Suzuki. But still, there is some faith in your mind that yes, if you're talking about BMW and Audi, then if they
Mm-hmm.
are getting price more, but quality will be certainly ultimate,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah.
So
Mm-hmm.
only the thing in your life as well, in personal life as well, the person's quality also matter. We easily
Mm-hmm.
say that the quality of that man is not good, yeah, don't talk to him,
Mm-hmm.
right? So
Mm-hmm.
only the make difference between two person, two chairs, two things, two aircraft, two rocket, anything, two country people, two region, two maps, anything.
Mm-hmm.
Only difference is quality. If quality is high, then your faith is high in the market and people are ready to pay you, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this is the only basic thing in the company demand. Company demands for quality. If quality persons are there, quality products are there, then definitely they can ask more revenue. They can just think about the more revenue for the company side. So only different, keep the cost of quality. If quality is high, then your revenue will be high. Revenue will be
Mm-hmm.
high, then employees salary will be high. So everybody is talking about the quality. The if product having a quality, then it's a strong depth for the market side. They can stand anywhere in the world, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah. Yeah.
next term comes for the quality factors. different type of the factors come into the market. That
Mm-hmm.
if you are working for any quality, then what type of factors can affect that? The time related thing. If suppose you are creating XYZ application, I have created PQR. So your application is I'm just clicking on that where is Sydney, and I click
Yeah.
on that particular button, and I also clicked, I just written on the search box where is Sydney and clicked on the search button. So
Mm.
my page is taking 30 seconds to respond, and your page
Yeah.
is taking only 1 second, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So who,
Yeah.
the, so in the market, who, which type of product will be successful? Yours, because you are
Of
taking
course.
only 1 second, right?
Yeah.
So this is a factor. Response time is a factor.
Mm-hmm.
You are creating a same look of the application, I am creating the same look of the application, but response is getting 30 second from my side. You are giving response on the 1 second. So why people
Mm-hmm.
will come for my application? They will go for your application. So
Yeah.
performance testing is also a different part. We will talk about that, right?
Okay.
We will talk
Mm-hmm.
about functional testing, non-functional testing. So performance related thing comes into non-functional testing. Right now we are
Mm-hmm.
focusing for the functional testing, where we can
Yeah.
execute, where we can run the application, right?
Mm-hmm.
So next we will, why do we test software? So right
Mm-hmm.
now if you are in India, then you knew about the Chandrayaan 2,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
right? So we
Yeah.
recently launched Chandrayaan 2 for the moon. But
Mm-hmm. Yes.
before 1 week, they identified one that's a chronologic engine was there, and some helium related things was not showing good result, and there was some leakage in that gas, and they just stopped that project, right?
Mm-hmm.
But if you will search on the internet, then many projects in the world related to the rocket science, they failed within 10 seconds after deployment of the project.
Mm-hmm.
You know why? Because
Mm-hmm.
there are various type of the problem in the execution result of the softwares. If you will talk about TNT company, they have, they got a lot of losses from the company communication side. They were working in a telecommunication, and one defect was there, that when anybody was just trying to call in a company, then that was not disconnected, randomly calls are coming in company, they got a huge loss. Y2k, Y2K is a known bug in the world. Y2K, it's a bug which is known internationally. When century is completed, 20th century was completed, then 90 after 99, after 1999, our year 2000 year started, right?
Mm-hmm.
But softwares were not programmed as per that calculation. They were just including only one in 1999, that
Mm-hmm.
was not calculated as 2000, because persons who started their software, they cannot estimated that they will live for 100 years,
Mm-hmm.
right? So the program started in the 19th century, but after the completion of the 19th century, 20th century started, and there was a huge mess in the world. There is a huge loss in the e-commerce side, there is huge cost you they have to pay the government side. So that bug is known by the Y2K bug in the world.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to search on the internet as well, that what was the Y2K and what are the top losses, because of the software testing was not meant to say done at the good side, right?
Okay.
So
Mm-hmm.
next thing we will talk about the defects, that what are the defects, what is the real international definition of that, what type the
Mm-hmm.
multiple roles in the software testing field. Because
Mm-hmm.
like in IT industry, you can be a developer, you can be a management information system program, you can talk about the HR, you can talk about the accountant, you can talk about your product owner, you can talk about your business analyst, you can talk about your different type of HR department. So there are lots of field in the IT. Similar to
Mm-hmm.
that, when you will enter in the software testing, then there also different type of the branches in software testing. Like in a functional type of testing, you can work like a manual tester, you can
Mm-hmm.
work like a system testing engineer, you can work like an end-to-end testing engineer, you can work like a performance test engineer, you can work like a software automation testing engineer. So there are different type of the relationship, but we will talk about the first step of the manual testing, right?
Mm-hmm.
And next thing we will understand about the scope of the testing. Suppose I'm giving you a login page, right? So
Yeah.
I'll check that menu. You have to check this particular login page, and we have to just deliver to the client tomorrow. And these are the field username and password, and this is the submit button, right? So just
Okay.
check it, and just whenever you will be fine, then tell me. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
menu is started testing. So what you will test? Just give me any one scenario, two scenario. That what you will test at the time.
Repeat you this
If
question again, please.
yeah, suppose login page is there,
Mm-hmm.
there is one username label is showing one text box where you can enter username, right?
Okay. Okay.
Second label is password, and text box is you can enter the password. And
Mm-hmm.
below all of this there is one button, submit and cancel. Two buttons are there, and I'm saying that menu, just tomorrow client is coming, so login functionality you have to check, please check it. So what you
Okay.
will check in that particular page?
Yeah, so the first thing, like where the search bar is, whatever the link I'm putting in, while I'm clicking on
Hmm.
that, it should come up with the right page.
Right.
And then thing, it should show me the exactly where I need to put in the login details. While I'm putting
Hmm.
into the login details, it should show me to click on the login. It should show
Right.
up, and when I'm clicking on that, it should show up the next page, like which is submit or cancel or whatever it is next option. It should show
Right.
as per the steps what you are telling me. It should show one to one as per that in a proper appropriate time if there is a particular time thing or something like that.
Exactly. So this is called positive testing,
Okay.
right? So this is
Mm-hmm.
called positive testing. In positive testing, we are talking about the scope of the testing, right? So
Yeah.
first question, there is a mandatory to come in your mind whenever you will go in the industry, when you will just start working in a real time scenario. Don't
Mm-hmm.
start ad hoc testing randomly, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because it's a company, there is a process is there. So
Yeah.
ask anybody who's just assigning you work, then ask to him, where is the requirement document, could you just please send me the requirement document of this?
Okay.
Because without requirement document you are not able to fix the scope, right? So there are numbers, there are characters, there are alphanumeric, there are special characters, there are different type of tabs as well. If there are different type of the functional keys are there, so there are
Mm-hmm.
different type of blank combination are there, blank number of the scope, how long enter should be there. Suppose sometimes you are facing in the website, text should be in a 8 digit minimum, 5 digit should be there, one special character should be there. So did you check that? Tomorrow the
Mm-hmm.
expectation of the client will be that, Minu, I said to check this particular application with the all scenarios, but you can say
Yeah.
what is the definition of the all scenario? I can't check with all number of the combination. I can't check a1 2 a1 2 3 a1 2 3 4 capital A small a 1 2 3 capital A small a at the rate 1 2 3 capital A small at exclamation at the rate 1 2 3 capital A small a with numlock on capital A at the rate 1 2. So there are, this life will be too short, you can't even check a single login page,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So that's called exhaustive testing,
Okay.
right? So that's impossible,
Yeah.
but we can fix a scope, we can fix a scope of the testing with the help of the client's requirement,
Uh-huh.
right? if
Yeah.
they are if they are not related to the banking domain, they are just logging in for to show the garments of a mall, then what is
Mm-hmm.
the need of two secured login page, right? They will
Mm-hmm.
just check with the Name and alphanumeric name should be there from 5 character to 10 character, and password should be in a hidden field with encrypted form, and login button should be green color, and cancel color should be red color, and this is my login page. So you can get some scope of the testing. Without scope, you will be confused, right? You
Yeah.
will be you anybody can ask Minu, why didn't you check that particular thing? You have some proof.
Yeah.
Without proof, you will not go anywhere. So
Mm-hmm.
the software requirement and specification is Bible for you.
Right.
Without, if they want that color should be green, just tell them, just could you please just update this particular requirement document so that we can update this particular number in our software requirement specification matrix as well.
Mm-hmm.
Because tomorrow when the software will we are going to deliver, then there should be some proofs that with the help of this particular requirement document we tested this thing, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So orally there is never believe on the orally things. If today I am
Mm-hmm.
saying that check this particular software, tomorrow my post will be upgraded and I will be the manager or I will be the CEO of the company, and there will be hierarchy that directly you are not able to talk to me. So XYZ person will ask to you, Manu, why didn't you check that? Then will you
Mm-hmm.
talk to me? Because there is no any hierarchy to talk with me directly.
Yeah.
So you can just show the directive. Or in second case, suppose that person is leaving that company after the resignation, he is not right now, but he orally told Menu, I'm here, just create this one, test this one, and I'm responsible. But he left the company. Now project
Yeah.
tested by Menu. So
Mm-hmm.
who will responsible for that? So believe
Mm.
on the scope of the testing, which is dependent on the requirement specification
Yeah.
document.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
so
Mm-hmm.
now next we think we talk about the when should testing should occur, when testing should start. So
Okay.
one random question is coming in my mind, that I
Mhm.
have created one software, I'm creating one software, right?
Yeah.
So you are in my company, you are in my project. So when I should involve you in the project? Just tell me your idea, that
Mhm.
on which particular stage I should include QA menu in this product or project.
Right. So as per me,
So
like, yeah,
yeah,
go on.
yeah. When I should
Right.
involve you in the project.
So as a tester, my job should start when a developer is making something and he has done his job, and when he is ready to deliver the product or the project. Like, I have been made this thing as per the requirement, and I have been tested it already, so it's perfectly fine as per the requirement. Now, I mean, he has done his job. Now, if somebody wants to check, which is of course a tester, then it's my job comes then, I think.
Right. So answer attempted by you on the very first stage on first day is really very appreciated. But this is the last day that you are giving answer of this question like this.
Okay.
From today
Hmm.
onwards, you will
Hmm.
not say that when product is ready for the deliver, then I'll start testing.
Okay.
No.
Hmm.
Answer. See, right now we are not talking about the international levels, we are not talking about the terms of the international, we are talking just like a buddy in a company. You are just
Okay.
joined a company, I'm having good experience there, right? So we are
Okay.
talking as a friends, that don't
Hmm.
use this type of statement in the company, otherwise the employer of company will say that why
Hmm.
Minu is here. If we are delivering a product, developer is
Hmm.
creating developed a product and now it's ready to deliver, then what testing team is doing there,
Yeah.
right? So answer of
Right.
this question should be as early as possible when the first document came in our company for that particular project or product.
Okay.
The reason behind it, that we talked about the cost of quality. If you
Hmm.
will include when product is almost delivered and that
Hmm.
functionality is not required, which should be catch in a software requirement document as well. So there are two fields in the testing. One is static testing, second is dynamic testing. Static testing is to check the documents of the testing on the behalf of that we will develop any project. And dynamic
Okay.
testing is to test the build, to test the running project or product, to test a build software, right? To check the software which is running in our system is the dynamic testing. To build particular software, we are creating documents and all these things to check all these requirement specification document itself is called static testing. So menu will include when first document will come in our testing, because if we are talking about the requirement that in our company we are using Windows, but client's expectation is working for the Linux, and when product is developed, then he is saying I want to run this project on the Linux. So who will responsible for that? Because test plan